G'day viewers, ding ding ding, you've logged onto the King. I'm Scott and I'm going to show you our latest creation with a Hobie Outback. This here is Dermy. Dermy's nicknamed after the famous football here in Melbourne, and number 23 at the ABT Grand Final, and the winning boast. He's a lucky boy. The other thing we like about Dermy and why we've pulled him aside for some special treatment is that he matches the colour of my favourite $50 bill, the pineapple. And Dermy and this pineapple are good friends. So we'll just tuck that down there and leave the good luck with the bow. Anyway, quickly, we have a fish finder mounted on the front, a Humminbird 343. It's a colour finder, it's fully waterproof. We like them because they're a really good quality sounder, and we've mounted the transducer down there in the boat, glued through the hull so that it'll shoot through. That keeps it safe from obstructions or anything else, and it's a really nice, neat way of doing it. We've mounted a male cigarette lighter cord to the power cord of the sounder, and that allows us to use this really nice, neat battery kit. Inside here we have a 7 amp 12 volt battery, and it's connected up to this female socket on the side of the pack. So when we go to plug the power into our sounder, it just goes into the side of the pack, and we use the dry bag that comes with the boat to seal everything up and wind it up. We've got to get there, man. We're going to sell a boat. Cut. So there's the finished product with the battery, tucked up nicely in the dry bag, out of the water, nice and padded, easy to deal with. The sounder itself is mounted onto a Hobie or a Ram wedge mount. These are really nice. They allow us to put the whole unit into the existing mast base without drilling any other holes. The nice thing about the 300 series Humminbirds is that all the wires and everything can stay connected to the mount. We can pull the head unit off, put it in your car and keep it safe, and all the electrics are already ready to go in the mount. But what we do with the leftover ball from the Ram mount is install it on the inside of the lid. The joy of this is that when you don't want your sounder in the way and out of reach of the kids if they're playing with your boat, it'll neatly pack up inside your hull, mounted back on in reverse. So now it's gone. Other little treatments to this boat. She's been given the mighty turbo fins. Let's send it faster. So bigger fins means more speed. Everyone loves that. We've also mounted the Ram bait caster holder into the side tray up here. Sometimes we mount two. On this boat we just thought we'd start out with one. Lately I've just been fishing with one because sometimes it gets a little busy. And it's nice to have one side of the boat that's just completely devoid of any customised bits, so if you want to swing your legs over and jump out of it, it's nice and easy. And sometimes some of the fish we've been getting is just getting too busy with two rods out all the time. Well, one's enough. So, but this will move around in any position you want for trolling, and when you've had enough of it, you want to pack the boat away, it just comes off the ball mount. Ball mount is relatively flush with the deck there, so if you turn it upside down in your car, it doesn't offer any sort of resistance, it doesn't get in the way. So, and then it goes quick to put back on. We're in business. There we go. We've thrown in the mandatory Hobie fish grippers. Madness to not go out to sea with these guys. We're finding them much better than other products like boga grips and that sort of stuff. They're just easier to use, and they don't tear up the fish's mouth, so they're cheaper too and they work better. So we always add these guys. Nice to have a gear keeper too. We'll probably put some braid scissors on those. So easy to reach and easy to keep neat. On this boat, we have been using it for bream tournaments, so we've been fishing some pretty woody sort of structure. We've been sneaking under restaurants and under snags and all sorts of places. So this short paddle with the T-piece just allows you to grab it a lot quicker and easier and push off pylons and push under snags and that sort of stuff rather than a full paddle. So good for trying to whack lures and branches and things as well too when you're really close. We've got the Hobie live well. If you haven't seen these before, these are fantastic. They suck water up from underneath. They have tubes going through the scupper holes of the boat. One's an inlet and one's an outlet. So there's a high tide level that you can control inside the live well. This guy will keep 3 or 4 bream alive, no problem at all. Salmon. We've put squid in there, all sorts of creatures. So these are awesome. They work really well. So boats have got to have them now. And they come with extra rod holders on the back, which is really nice. So now we've got room for a couple rods, landing net, all sorts of gear. Everything's in the back and you can go nuts. So we've also added some rod leashes. These guys will stretch to the back, clip on and off the rods, keeping everything safe at the rear. And they also stretch forward to the trolling holders as well. So if you get nailed by that big fish and haven't done your rod holder up or something doesn't go right, we can retrieve that expensive fish at night, especially my expensive surtates. So also we've added these rod extenders. These are really nice when the weather's a little rougher. Sometimes they get in the way when we're snag fishing because you're sneaking under things, but a lot of the time out on the bay here and that sort of thing. These mount the rods up a little higher and keep the reels out of the drink, and they're a bit deeper for some of the bigger rods we sometimes carry. We've also added an extra large rudder fin, rudder blade. Fantastic for doing that tournament fishing again and working around structure. The boats spin on a dime with these. They're just a must-have nowadays. They just work too well. So that's about twice the size of the normal Hobie rudder, and the boat now just spins on a dime. Last but not least, I suppose, we've added the anchor trolley. Personally, I don't use this too much because I tend to drift and lure fish, but a lot of people, if you want to pull up and bait fish and sort of burley an area, then these are fantastic. So it allows you to clip an anchor line into this clip that runs up and down the length of the boat. You could use a drogue as well, so you can hang from your anchor line sideways or from the rear or from the front. It's really up to you. You can see we have the Hobie anchor kit here. Imagine all that rope out, but just clip it in and haul it out over the back, and now with the tide and wind the bow's pointed downhill, and any fishing you're doing you're able to sit in your seat and watch your lines go out down with the current. So the anchor packs up into this nice pouch that comes with it. Keep it all neat and out of the way when you're not using it. So that's about it, isn't it, Rich?
I think that's the lot, mate.
Nice boat. We're going to take this one to the boat show at Melbourne, and we're going to keep it here at the shop for a while until we decide what to do with it. It's a lucky boat, so we're a little reluctant to part with it. So, but we'll see what happens. Anyway, this is the way we like to. I fit them out for myself right now. I mean, I'm happy to go to sea with this, with nothing sort of left unturned, you know. So it's exactly the way I do these boats for myself, so, and Richard as well. So there we go. Hope you enjoyed. Cheers.